All right, let's dive right into this explainer. We're going to explore how generative AI is absolutely reshaping the way we think about enterprise architecture. If you've been paying attention to the tech space lately, you know AI is literally everywhere. But today we're looking at its role as the ultimate intelligent blueprint for complex enterprise systems. So is enterprise architecture becoming too complex to manage manually? Well, think about it. If you've ever been buried under a mountain of compliance reports, or maybe you've struggled for months trying to align massive IT investments with shifting business goals, you know for sure that the heavy lift of modern architecture is rapidly hitting a breaking point. We are dealing with interconnected environments that are simply too vast for the old-school manual methods. Okay, here's our roadmap for today. We're going to cover the modern architecture challenge, the generative AI shift, building intelligent blueprints, accelerating digital transformation, the essential human element, and finally, adopting AI-driven architecture. Let's kick things off with Section 1, the modern architecture challenge, and specifically, the growing complexities we're all facing. The burden on modern architects is, honestly, immense. You know as well as I do, we aren't just drawing simple diagrams in Visio anymore. You're out there managing large-scale digital transformations, evaluating dozens of complex tech platforms, and designing architectures that have to scale massively. And you've got to balance all that rapid innovation with really strict governance, aligning every single IT investment with core business objectives while assessing vast risks and dependencies. Trying to balance agility with operational efficiency using traditional manual methods, it's basically becoming an impossible task. Moving on to Section 2, the generative AI shift. Think of this as your new intelligent assistant. There is a massive shift happening right now in our toolkit. Look, traditional AI has always been great for prediction and classification based on predefined tasks, right? But generative AI completely flips the script. It actually produces original outputs, dynamic designs, and creative problem-solving solutions. We're moving away from AI that just crunches and predicts data. Now we're looking at AI powered by large language models that can literally create original, functional architectural solutions right from scratch. Think about the time sink of drafting governance docs. Instead of spending weeks manually analyzing massive tech documents or drafting endless policies, AI steps in to offer automated compliance reports, intelligent architectural blueprints, and evidence-based recommendations. It takes those heavy, manual administrative workloads and essentially just automates them. This is a total game changer because it frees you up to actually think strategically and creatively about the whole enterprise ecosystem. All right, Section 3, building intelligent blueprints. Let's look at AI in real-world design. By feeding your business goals and technical constraints directly into the system, architects can generate comprehensive initial models in a fraction of the time. We are talking about the whole shebang: application architectures, cloud deployment models, integration patterns, data architectures, security frameworks, and full technology roadmaps. Instead of staring at a blank whiteboard, which we've all done, you get a robust, AI-generated foundation to build upon instantly. And when it comes to the cloud, the impact is absolutely massive. Optimizing architectures becomes incredibly seamless because the AI evaluates performance, scalability, cost efficiency, security, and compliance across complex multi-cloud environments. Generative AI essentially acts as your ultimate co-pilot. It instantly recommends the most optimized infrastructure setups so you can maximize your cloud investments without all that traditional guesswork. That brings us to Section 4, accelerating transformation through AI-powered governance.
A huge part of this acceleration is AI-powered governance. What this means is automatically evaluating your architectures against predefined compliance frameworks and policies to drastically reduce audit risks. By analyzing your current state environment, AI can rapidly propose future state architectures while automatically ensuring you stay strictly aligned with complex regulatory frameworks. It basically takes the friction entirely out of compliance.
But hey, it's not just about playing it safe, right? It's a true innovation engine. The AI simulates different architectural approaches, rapidly produces multiple design options, and evaluates alternative solutions. This accelerates innovation while actually reducing risk, which completely supports strategic experimentation. Being able to instantly simulate and evaluate multiple architectural alternatives means your team can experiment creatively and pressure test ideas in seconds, all without taking on any unnecessary operational risk. Now let's slow down for Section 5, the essential human element. And yes, human judgment is mandatory. Consider this quote: "Generative AI should be viewed as an augmentation tool rather than a replacement for experienced architects." I want you to really let that sink in. because this is perhaps the most important takeaway of this entire explainer. AI is an incredibly intelligent collaborator, for sure, but your human expertise, your hard-earned experience, that remains the absolute anchor of the whole operation. There are just some vital areas where human judgment is absolutely mandatory. AI cannot navigate company culture or handle stakeholder management. It really struggles with strategic alignment, nuanced business context interpretation, complex risk evaluation, and navigating organizational change management. Look, AI can draw the structural map, but it cannot navigate the political realities of your boardroom or manage complex human dynamics. That is exactly where human leadership is completely irreplaceable. We also can't ignore the very real adoption challenges. Actually, scratch that. We must address them head-on. We have to consider data quality limitations, potential system hallucinations, significant security risks, the need for explainability, and very real intellectual property considerations. You've got to establish robust governance policies before diving in to tackle these concerns. Because let's be real, if your underlying enterprise data is garbage, your AI-generated blueprint is going to be garbage too. Okay, let's wrap things up with Section 6, Adopting AI-Driven Architecture and the Practical Steps Forward. So when it comes to actual adoption, Step 1 is just identifying specific low-risk use cases, things like document generation or initial solution design. Step 2, run pilot projects to gain hands-on experience and clearly measure the benefits. And Step 3 is engaging in continuous learning and adaptation. By following these structured steps, you can start extracting immediate value through those pilot projects, all while giving your team the essential time they need to adapt to this totally new paradigm. Looking ahead, the future of AI-enabled architecture is just incredibly exciting. We're moving toward a reality of autonomous architecture recommendations, real-time optimization, and predictive enterprise modeling. We'll see AI-driven governance frameworks and continuous architecture evolution. Basically, this means organizations will become far more agile and instantly responsive to rapid market changes. It's a fundamental shift, moving from static reactive planning to a truly dynamic living architecture. I want to leave you with this final, provocative question to ponder. Will you let AI manage the blueprint while you manage the innovation? Ultimately, generative AI frees you from the mundane, routine tasks that just eat up your day. But it's entirely up to you to leverage that newfound freedom to drive true business transformation. The technology is here, the intelligent blueprint is ready, so are you ready to collaborate?